Gang, I got a tip for you today. It's going to be quick, dirty, simple, easy, and you're going to absolutely love this. So this came from the Ecamm community. However, Steven said he wanted to play an audio file inside of Ecamm, but he wanted to have control over scrubbing it to a certain point and then, coming back review. So maybe he's producing some music inside of Ableton. I think that's what I'm gathering from his comment. And he wants to play like the first 10 minutes of something and then talk about it and then maybe back up a little bit or go forward a little bit. And you don't really have that function. So if I pop into Ecamm real quick and I was to play a sound file down here like this, if I just click it,
raise a glass, you made it another year.
I can't really move a slide around. I can't really control it. This video will be a heck of a lot better if I put my headphones in so I can hear when I'm playing something. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a quick and dirty way to do this. It's super easy, it's super free, and you don't have to make your life hard, okay? So watch. I use a tool called Shutter Encoder. Again, this is a free app. It's actually donationware, so if you like it, send a dude a couple bucks. You know what I'm saying? Paul works really hard on this. All you're going to do is take Shutter Encoder. I'll put it right here in the center so we can see. I'm going to grab a short audio file. This is what the file sounds like. It's 1:23. Super simple. Now, Steven's wanting like an hour, but it'll still work. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to drop this bad boy in here. Bingo, bango, pickle, mango. I'm going to click on choose function and come down to VP9. Now, we want VP9 because the goal is WebM. WebM is a format that will play nicely with Ecamm, and honestly, it legit just works. And I'm going to show you how quick this is. This is the one that I did in the test to prove it, but let me throw this out. I'm just going to press start function. You can come in here and play with the audio settings, make it higher, lower, whatever. I don't even think that's necessary. Just press start. Go, go, go. And it's going to take all of about 7-8 seconds to do this. But again, this was a 1:30-ish file. So for like an hour, it might take 8-10 minutes, but still, it's just going to be done. And once it's done, you hear the little noise. There you go. Simple. You're done. We can take Shutter Encoder and move it out the way. So you're going to end up with this file. This is a WebM. All you need to do is drop it in the Ecamm. Now, you can just drop it here, but I like to put it in the actual scene. To me, it's just safer. Got more control, right? Now, I can press the pause button. One of the things that I'll do, because this box is so big, I don't really want it that big, is I'll just hold down the Option key and crop it down to just like a little dude like this, and then just hit the play button. And again, I can slide this, so let's jump over to where the beat drops and play. You gotta admit, kind of slaps, right? Now, again, you could come down here in the bottom, you could do autoplay. You could also say, start from the last location. That's the part that's dope about this. So for instance, if I play now, and then if you needed to loop, you can loop it, like if you're playing a background music. And even you can hide this behind your camera. So I'm using a full screen camera, but let's just say I was using this sort of camera mode and I put the camera here. Now it's hiding behind the camera and I don't have to even play it. So once I played it, it would just go. So that would be on like autoplay mode and, have more control over it that way. So that was the one way. Now let me give you another way that is just as simple and will kind of sort of blow your mind how easy this is. Now, before I do this, let me explain. If you happen to have something like Premiere, Final Cut, DaVinci, CapCut, some sort of editor, you normally could just drop the audio file on the timeline and tell it to export the video with time code, and then you'd have numbers so you'll actually see where you are. And Ableton, which is what Steven's using right now, might be able to just export a video in the first place. I know you're in a habit, I used to use music, you're in a habit of spitting it out as music, but I don't remember if Ableton can spit out video or not. It's been a long time since I played with it. I retired from DJ before the pandemic, so I couldn't tell you. But if your audio program will spit out video, you're good to go. I know Logic does for sure. Logic spits out video. So you can just say spit out a video, same trick will work, right? It will absolutely work. And you're just going to turn it into turn it into a WebM, because turning it into a WebM allows you to put it as an overlay in Ecamm where the sound works. Next, I'm going to show you how to do this a different way, which is also free as far as I know, but my version of Canva is paid for, so I think it's going to work, but we'll just go in, I'll show you how to do it anyway, and you let me know if it's different if you get to the free version. So I'm going to pop over to Canva real quick in the browser. Here we go. And you just want to select video from the design elements, and I'm going to just pick landscape video because that's what we're used to. It really doesn't matter the shape in this particular case. I don't really need to see a template family. I'm going to grab my audio file and just drag it into the middle of this window. And then it lands here on the bottom. Now I need to take the video duration and pull it out for as long as the clip is. So this clip is about 1:20 some odd. So I do that. And then we're going to take the audio version and pull it out for as long as the clip is. So it's about 1:21 is what it's saying. I'll take it to 1:22. There we go. Now it matches. Okay. Tuck them in. Good to go. Stop Virgoing on this. All right. Now I'm going to do is just change the background color so we can kind of see something other than just plain, which is no biggie. You don't have to do that. I'm going to click on Elements. I'm going to type Soundwave and press Enter. And we want the graphics. Now you're going to pick a waveform from here. It really doesn't matter which one you pick, but let's just go for something a little wee bit cool. See, the ones that have crowns on them are the paid versions. So I'll use a free one so that way everybody can do free. I'll use this fat one right here. We're just going to drag this guy, place it in the middle somewhere. I'll leave it in the middle instead of playing with it. But all I need to do is export that and it should animate that. Oh, I should have made sure that this was an animated version. Let me delete that. You are correct, Doc. You need one that's animated. So if it's not moving inside here, it's not going to give you the same effect. You definitely want to make sure you have one that has an animation on it in order for it to work. So as you look for these, if it's moving in the window, it's animated. I think there's actually a way to select animations as a type of graphics, but I don't use Canva that often. I am Adobe, what do you call that, dude? I am a Adobe Express person. So, yeah, let's just use this one. Stop messing around, Doc. Drop it in there. All right, cool. It's animating. Now we know it works. All right. So now all I want to do is save this and let's do download. And it's going to download as an MP4 video. Unfortunately, that's the only one it lets us do, but we'll take it. And I'll download this real quick.
A few moments later.
So our download from Canva is finished. What we're going to do is drag it into Shutter Encoder. All the settings are the same, just VP9 WebM. And while it's doing that, I'm just going to press start function. It will go. And as it's building, this one should be a little longer because there's an actual video file, but give it a second and it'll be done. And then once it's done, you would just drag it into Ecamm. Everything else is going to be exactly the same as the way we did it before. And again, if he's working with something that's like an hour, yeah, it's going to take a minute, but it's still super simple to do this. And I would do it if you can, if you have a real editing program like Premiere, Final Cut, DaVinci. It's faster, easier, quality even better. You could even put some nice graphic effect to it. Now, once it's done, I can go ahead and close Shutter Encoder because we're done with that. I'm going to drop this into Ecamm like such. That just looks better, right? Instead of just being a plain thing. And again, you can slide this guy to wherever and play. And you know what we say. You know what we say. That is super simple. It's super easy, and you should be able to knock this out in no time. So hopefully, if you're ever in a situation where you need to play an audio file but have more control over it, just simply drag it in the Shutter Encoder. Every live streamer on the planet should have Shutter Encoder. It is one of the fastest and quickest ways to get anything done. And I'm pretty positive that Logic will export a video file. I don't know about Ableton, but again, if you can export a video file from that program, that will work just as well. Save you a lot of time. The script can do things like make a waveform file. There's some other free utilities out there, but go give it a shot. Let me know if it works for you. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, drop that down in the comment section below, because you know what I say. I don't know who need to hear this, well, except Steve, but I made these things anyway because you might need it. So if you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. And right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video they think you should watch, and I agree with them.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet, maneuver in silence to let them